poor bird landed incorrectly and got a broken blood feather. Now this is more common in clipped birds, which is why it's so important not to clip them, but it can happen to any bird. These two methods show how to wrap a bird with a wing and tail injury. Make sure that the bird's beak, nostrils, eyes, neck, and site of blood feather are always exposed, and that you never hold direct pressure on their chest. Also make sure you always have somebody holding the bird for you, unless you're strong and can withstand the bird with one hand. You want to make sure you always find the site of the broken blood feather as soon as possible, because it acts like a faucet pouring out blood until you pull it out, causing the animal to bleed to death. So sometimes you might need to find a flashlight. In this case, this bird has it on its wing, which is where they're most commonly found. So what you're going to do is take some clean tweezers, which may have to even clean them before you pull the feather out. Then you're going to hold by the base and quickly but carefully pull the feather out. It might take a couple attempts, and your bird might scream or quote-unquote yipe when you do this, but that's okay. That's completely normal. It's better than them bleeding to death. And then next, you're going to try to clean off most of the blood with just a spray bottle. And just start wiping. And it is still going to be bleeding a little bit. So until the bleeding stops, you're going to want to take a Q-tip, some cornstarch, and put it on to the wound. And keep rubbing it in. Try to cover the whole wound in a couple coats with the cornstarch. And sometimes you might even need to disinfect the wound with Neosporin or another bird-safe ointment, which I don't have one on me right now. And you don't want your bird flying around too much, so for maybe about an hour, you're going to want to put your bird into a smaller cage and offer them their favorite treats. And if they're not eating, and if they don't stop bleeding, then you need to call a vet or just go there. And if they go into shock from losing too much blood, you're going to want to cover this cage with a blanket, or even get a thermal blanket and hold your bird. If they are in shock, they also will probably not want to eat. That is how you treat a broken blood feather in birds. I have had to do this 3 times with my parakeet Sparky. So I just thought I would demonstrate how I did that here. Thank you for watching, and I hope your bird recovers.